San saw it.
Yuzuriha, I love you.
I love you too, darling. My husband told me he loved me. So gross.
What? I'm sure he just wanted some action.
What? Ew! I would never let him.
I haven't slept with my wife for a year.
You're the only one for me.
Same here.
Oh boy. Looks like she ruined her last chance to redeem herself. My wife's been acting strange lately, and I thought something was up. Maybe she was cheating on me. So I've been keeping an eye out on her actions. Finally, I was able to unlock her phone and found her messages with her lover. I got some solid evidence of her adultery and found out who she was with. If she had ended it with him, I wasn't going to file for divorce. It's too bad.
It's morning already. I drank a bit too much last night. I slept like a baby. Huh?
Dear Yuzuriha, I've gone to take care of some things first. Wait for me at home. Be back in a minute. You up? I'm taking you out to a really nice place today. Put on something nice.
Great! I'll be waiting. Come back soon.
All right, let's get going.
Okay.
30 minutes later.
You're back! I've been waiting. Where have you been? Huh? Who's she?
My lawyer.
What?
Yuzuriha, I know what you've been up to.
No! I'm sorry! It was in the heat of the moment! I didn't enjoy being with him for 1 second! According to the documents we prepared, it says here you guys traveled to onsen, hot spring resorts every time your husband was on a business trip? Seems like kind of an ongoing thing. I'm not sure if this qualifies as heat of the moment. Well, he doesn't mean anything to me anymore! We were going to split up! But you messaged him with plans to go out next month, right? Although you told your husband you're attending a class reunion. Well...
It's all right. Anyways, like I said, I want to take you to a really nice place. Come on, let's get going.
Coming! Who is it? Whoa, Sokusa, what's going on?
Sorry to bother you on your day off, boss.
What's going on? What the? Why are you?
What's going on? Who are they?
Well,
Sorry to bother you. My name is Sasuji. I'm a lawyer from Etra law firm. I'm here today because my client has requested my services regarding the infidelity between Mr. Tokusa's wife and Mr. Akamatsu.
Yep, my wife was cheating on me with my manager at work. The lawyer explained everything, and his wife gave him hell for about an hour as we watched from the sidelines. I'm filing for divorce without compensation and distribution of property. After everything's settled, she will return to her family's house and she won't be allowed back in. As for you, manager, I ask that you pay me $10,000 as compensation money.
We understand. We still have a child who's under 20, so we won't be filing for divorce. And we have to think about how others will see us. Let this be a lesson to you.
yes, ma'am.
Oh, by the way, this was her from last night.
You asshole! You secretly videotaped me?
You betrayed me! You slept with someone other than me, you whore! You said you wouldn't have relations with your husband anymore!
That's enough! What's wrong with you? Can't you see I'm trying to make everything right? That's it! We're getting a divorce! A divorce!
What? What?
I'll make you pay a lot of money for this! Count on it!
No!
If you run, that'll be the end of you! Hey! Why do you have to go around destroying other people's marriages?
What? I didn't destroy anything. You two cheating assholes did.
That's right, you skank! I'm suing you for damages too!
Apparently they met at a company barbecue party. I didn't really care anymore. While my soon-to-be ex-wife sat there stunned, the lawyer and I left the manager's house. Then...
I'm sorry. It won't happen again. Is there any way we can start over? I'll never do it again. Please, forgive me.
She's been sending messages almost every day since then, asking to get back together. Here are the documents. I managed to submit the divorce papers I made her sign. I hope I can forget about those two and start a new life soon.
I'm Sasuji. Today is my first day off after a consecutive streak of working full days and nights. I should be totally exhausted, but for some reason, I don't feel tired at all. Hi, you free now? I'm free at lunch. I made a lunch date with a friend from the neighborhood. Long time no see, Sasuji. You look terrible. You really didn't sugarcoat it, did you? I'm talking about those bags under your eyes. You been working all night? Yeah, but for some reason I didn't feel sleepy, so I invited you to lunch. Isn't that just sleep deprivation? Let's just have some food. Then you go straight home and sleep. Yeah. I'll have the steak. Pasta for me. As we were chatting away waiting for our food... Ah! What's wrong? I forgot my wallet! No problem. I'll get it. But I'm going to the hospital after this and need my referral and insurance card. I'll run home and get them. You eat first without me. Okay. My pasta came while I was waiting, so I sat there eating away by myself. That's when...
Welcome. A seat for two then?
Now I'm starting to get sleepy. Two unknown people sat down in front of me.
I'd like to order 2 coffees.
Who?
Tsukushi, right?
Tsukushi. I must have just misheard. Yeah, that's me.
My name is Hiragi. I'm a lawyer for Azami. I'm here to inform you that you are suspected of having an illicit affair with her husband.
What? I have no idea what they are talking about. It became clear that these two had me confused for a different person named Tsukushi.
That...
But maybe they're talking about my ex-boyfriend 5 years ago. That was about the best my sleep-deprived brain could come up with. You're eating even at a time like this. Do you have any idea what you have done? But would my ex have been married to a woman who was around the same age as my parents? Maybe he had a thing for older women. At that time, I think my IQ was down to about 10 points.
Hey! That's enough! Are you even listening? Do you even get what is happening right now? We just told you we suspect you are having an affair with my husband! What do you have to say? You bitch!
Calm down, Azami!
This is my seat.
Huh?
Sasuji, what's going on? Did you do something? Sasuji, not Tsukushi. Tsukushi would be me. Sorry I'm late.
Who?
Sasuji.
Azumi and the lawyer, in a huff, went and sat down with Tsukushi.
Hurry up and say something!
They then threw the same allegations at the real suspect. What in the world happened while I was gone? No idea. What do you mean, no idea? Hey, Karin, what time do you have to go to the hospital? In about 2 hours. Then wake me up around... No! Wake up, wake up, wake up! Ow! By the time I woke up, the other 3 were gone. When we went to pay, the previous guest already paid for you.
Coffee.
He had paid for our meals, along with the coffees. I got caught up in some weirdness, but I did get a free lunch out of it. So I'm not sure if it was good or bad. These were my thoughts through in slightly cleared head.
My name is Kuroki. I often chat with a friend I made online named John. Are you online? A foreigner? He suddenly messaged me. I replied without really thinking, but at some point, we started to chat regularly. John lives in America. He works for some consulting company, apparently. So are you rich then? My wife is rich. I don't have any money. He was interested in Japanese culture and could understand basic Japanese. I chatted with John about once a week, mostly about our hobbies and anime we liked.
Elfin Fleet is the best, isn't it?
Oh, you have good taste. Then one day, John suddenly stopped logging in. Maybe he's busy with work? Oh, he sent a chat message. He wants me to send an email? You haven't been online much lately. Is everything okay? And sent.
I've been busy with work. That and my wife thinks that I've been chatting online with a woman, so I've been refraining from using the computer.
Whoa, that was fast.
I think my wife would think I'm cringy if she knew what we were talking about.
Well, I can imagine. We just talk about anime a lot.
My wife is headstrong and it's sometimes hard, but I love her. Oh, that reminds me. Since work has been so busy lately, I've been eating a lot of Japanese cup noodles. Cup noodles are great, aren't they?
What? Now that you've said cup noodles, there's no stopping me now! Japanese cup noodles are awesome! My favorite is a brand called Ginchan Ramen. If you came to Japan, I'd like to treat you to a bowl, I said without thinking. 1 week later,
I'm going to Tokyo on business, so let's meet up. This is my picture.
huh? Honestly, I want to meet him, but I'm actually kind of shy. And I don't know if I could meet a foreigner alone. I'm sorry, I don't live in Tokyo, so I can't meet up. Buy some ginchan while you're in town. Sorry, John. I could actually go to Tokyo on the weekend, but I just wasn't brave enough to meet him. However, 2 days after John arrived in Tokyo,
They don't sell ginchan anywhere.
oh no! Ginchan is only sold in Western Japan. I live in Shikoku, so I forgot. I'm sorry. You might not be able to buy ginchan in Tokyo.
No way. Why did I even come to Japan?
For work, right? This is actually pretty heartbreaking. I'll recommend him some good ramen shops. The next day,
I went to Tenka Hyakui.
that was fast. What did you think?
I don't think I want to have ramen for a while.
I guess Tenka is too oily for beginners. John likes light soy sauce-based ramen. I didn't choose a ramen shop he'd like. John's going to leave Japan disappointed at this rate. As a fellow ramen lover, I wish there was something I could do. Okay, I think I can go to Tokyo on the weekend.
Really? I'm free on the weekends too.
Then it's set. I decided to meet John. On the weekend, I invited him out, but I'm actually really nervous.
Kuroki! Wow, you're so much thinner than I thought.
That's your idea of a greeting? Instead of standing around and talking, we went to an izakaya. What do you mean, thinner than you expected?
People that like cup noodles are usually fat, right?
That's just a stereotype.
Sorry, but I'm really happy I could meet you. Why could you suddenly meet up?
When you said that you didn't like the ramen at Tenka Hyakuin, I was afraid that maybe you were turned off from all ramen.
I wouldn't hate all ramen because of that.
Really? Well, as an apology, I brought you these. Please accept them.
Whoa!
Wait, calm down!
Is this the green package? It's different than what I was expecting.
This is the light flavored type.
You brought this just for me? Thank you, Kuroki. I know. Let's go to my office and eat some.
Huh? But it's already so late. Plus, I don't work here.
It's fine. Let's go.
John's office building was actually the company that owns the one I work at. I'm just a low-ranking systems engineer, but this is the company my dispatching agent sends me to. I heard you'd be coming. Welcome. Thank you. The room they showed me to was John's office, which had a great view of the night skyline. What a view!
The next room is the break room. I'll get the hot water pot.
Is John actually some elite worker? Yes. How did you meet him? Online? That sounds like the boss. Boss? And so our fun Ginchan ramen party began.
It smells like the soy sauce broth I like.
Don't get your hopes up. When I really think about it, onion ramen, that's not really ramen. It doesn't really have any good toppings in it. I should have brought a better kind of ramen. I was getting anxious.
What is this? It's delicious. The little shrimps are so cute. It's good. The green onion looking thing is amazing.
But when I saw John's smile, I was relieved.
That was wonderful. I'm happy I came to Japan.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. This really is good. I've never seen it in Tokyo, though.
Kuroki bought it especially for me. Thank you so much.
John got hyped up and posted a picture on his social media. According to Tokusa, John's salary is about $1 million a year. He came to Japan on his wife, company president's, order. Or that was the story. John actually asked his wife to send him. John was full and the party came to an end. I gave the rest of the ramen to John, of course. If I knew he was going to be this happy, I would have brought more. 2 days after John returned home, I got an email.
My wife ate the last of my ginchan ramen. I was going to eat it while watching TV later tonight.
Whoa, he's super sad. I know! I'll send you some ginchan and a few other flavors as well.
Whoa!
The next day, I sent John a box full of ginchan brand ramen. A few days later, I got a message from John that he received the package.
Thanks for the ramen. You sent so many. It's like heaven. My wife likes curry and she took all the curry flavored ones. The onion ramen is wonderful, of course. I like all the other flavors too. But I didn't really like the yakisoba. It was so bland and had this weird sauce. Do Japanese people really like this stuff?
He totally left the water in, didn't he?
I'll send you something as thanks. If there's anything you want, let me know.
Oh, I'd like some superhero merchandise.
Okay!
And like that, John and I came to swap merch for ramen. And like ginchan ramen noodles, enjoyed a long, long international friendship that continues today.
It was a few years ago. My husband's parents lived next door, so I often went there with my kids.
I'm off to the town meeting.
See you. Grandpa, you were home? My father-in-law didn't have much of a presence. It was almost like he was just air in the house. And then he passed away from an illness. We didn't really get to make any significant memories together. Memories with my father-in-law. Oh, there's that. He always wrote insane amounts of Nengajo. Wait, he wrote all of this? Yeah, he said he had to start writing them in November to finish them all in time. I guess that's about it. Oh, and he also played with the children. I asked him to watch the kids a few times.
Run! Run!
Dad, I told you before not to do that. It's dangerous.
Oh, sorry, Karen-san.
He would play futon press, and I asked him to stop a couple of times. Then, 3 months went by after the passing of our not-so-memorable father-in-law. The date was... Earthquake! Mommy, I'm scared! March 11th, 2011. That was the day of the Tohoku earthquake. Mommy! It's okay. We'll be okay. Don't let go. Is it over? You guys all right? Mom! We were at my husband's parents' house at the time. My mother-in-law, who was resting in the bedroom, came out to check on us. We're okay. How about you? I'm fine. Grandpa made a lot of earthquake countermeasures around the house. Before his passing, hey, what are you up to?
I'm fixing the drawer to the wall with screws. This way it's much safer than just using adhesives.
Oh, I see. But don't you think this is a little too much? Then he said...
You never know. Me, you, the kids.
That's all he said. He didn't say anything after that. He replaced parts from time to time and conducted periodical maintenance. Thanks to him, the drawer didn't crush me. True. The earthquake was pretty strong, but none of the furniture fell down. Just a few books and glasses.
Mommy!
Mommy! We have to run now! What? Tsunami! A tsunami is coming! Hearing my child's yell, I quickly grabbed the emergency backpack and evacuated to higher ground. No! Our town! The town I lived in? It was swallowed by the ocean in minutes. Later, the 4 of us spent a few days at the evacuation center. except for my husband who was working abroad at the time.
Mommy, I'm hungry.
Hold on, there's probably something in here. Inside the emergency backpack our father-in-law prepared for us, 6 toothbrushes, insulation sheets, and even an evacuation map with elevation. He added things from time to time to keep the contents in best condition. Hey, did Grandpa ever say a tsunami would hit us someday? No, but we played tsunami with Grandpa a lot. He'd say, earthquake, tsunami's coming, run! Then it all made sense. He was trying to teach his grandchildren the dangers of tsunamis with the futon press. And there was more. That was...
Ah, there you are, Tsutsuji-san.
Hiroki-san!
We've been looking for you.
My father-in-law's friends who he kept in touch with through Ningajo. They all offered to help us. They helped me get in touch with my husband living abroad.
I'm so glad you're okay. Make yourself at home.
Some even let us use their house. Furthermore, here, take these if you want. Our family photo albums got wiped clean along with the house. But my father-in-law's friends gave us old Ningajos and other seasonal letters filled with pictures of the kids. He was such a good person. Why didn't I talk to him more? He always watched over us. The pictures on the postcards my father-in-law sent out, they were all taken by him, so there weren't any pictures of him. I knew it was a long shot, but I looked for one in the remains of our house, but came out empty-handed. I want to see him. There are so many things I want to tell him. So I asked the chief priest if she could recreate the mortuary tablet. I thought that was the least I could do. Of course. But listen, mortuary tablets aren't that important. What? The important thing is remembering them in your heart. They come down to you when you put your hands together, thinking about them. The more you think about him, the bigger the smile on his face, I'm sure. Okay, and today, our father-in-law's grave was up on high ground, so it was safe from the tsunami. We all came here periodically to remember him. We still haven't found the mortuary tablet that got wiped away, but... Look, a black kite! I believe he's still watching over us. At my daughter's kindergarten, the children had to bring their own lunch 2 days out of the week.
Good morning.
Bento days are pretty tough. You have to get up early, right? Yeah, I know. I had some extra time today, so I made a character bento. Wow. While waiting for the bus, I was talking with the other moms. Suzuki-chan, your bento looks really good. Please share it with Yuzuri Hatu, okay? Said one of the moms. We laughed, thinking she was just kidding. But when my daughter came home, Yuzuri-chan took some of my lunch. What? And the next day, Yuzuri-chan came and ate some of my lunch. What? What's going on? Huh? Oh, it's from the kindergarten. Hello. Susuji-chan told me about her friend taking her lunch. I told Yuzuri-chan to stop, but she cried, saying, "My mom told me to do it. It looks like she only brings white rice in her lunchbox and nothing else. I will talk to Yuzuri-chan's mother." Okay. The next day at the bus stop. Hey, you! Why are you tattling on my daughter about lunch? What's your problem? What's wrong with swapping side dishes? You're so cheap! What? Tattle, I have no idea what you're talking about. I found out about this yesterday when I got the phone call, you know? I heard Yuzuri-chan's lunchbox didn't have any side dishes to begin with. And what do you mean by swap? Our bento is a reflection of our daily diet, which means the food budget, which means our financial situation. And my husband is supporting us financially, so you're putting me down for choosing to be with my husband? What is she saying? I have no idea what you're saying. Apologize.
You two, calm down.
But from what I'm hearing, Yuzuri-chan's mom is the one that should apologize.
Wait,
Shut up! Fine. You don't have to go today. After making a mess, she left with Yuzuri-chan. That afternoon... You embarrassed me today. I can't go to the kindergarten anymore. My husband is pissed off too. He said we should switch kindergartens, but why should we go through the trouble? I asked the kindergarten to have you guys kicked out instead. Ha! But if you get on the ground and apologize and make character Bento for my daughter too from now on, I'll consider withdrawing my request. I immediately reported this to the kindergarten and my husband. The kindergarten said they will try and persuade her, but my husband didn't take it seriously. And then...
It's just lunch. Ignore her.
Yuzuri-chan kept taking my daughter's lunch. The teachers told her to stop, but she would end up crying, saying things like, "Mom told me to do so. It's mine." And Yuzuri-chan's bento was still just white rice. Yuzuri-chan's mom kept making ridiculous requests towards the kindergarten.
I know tomorrow is Saturday, but could you join us to have a talk?
So the kindergarten arranged a sit-down between the kindergarten and both parents. I was pretty nervous about how things would turn out, but...
Thank you so much for coming. My name is Hiragi. I'm truly sorry for everything.
Turns out it was the first time her husband heard about all this. Whenever the kindergarten asked Yuzuri-chan's mom to have a talk with both parents present, she refused. So the kindergarten contacted her husband directly and he found out.
My wife was always the selfish type, but I also believed she was stressed from the change of environment. You see, I had to move due to my work assignment and she had to quit her job. And starting a life in a new city with no friends, I'm sure it was tough for her. But the biggest reason is I wasn't paying enough attention to her. I'm truly sorry. And she's really bad at cooking. She must have felt insecure about it and caused all this trouble.
Wait, I told you not to say that! According to him, Yuzuri-chan's mom is bad at cooking, so her husband usually cooks for them. But after moving to a new city, she tried to make nice bentos, but it didn't last very long. She got tired of trying and started to put less and less effort into it. And Yuzuri-chan eventually started to eat only the white rice and not the side dish. When she confronted her about this, "I want Daddy's bento!" "Fine, then all you get is white rice." And so that's all she put in her daughter's lunchbox.
Then she heard about Tsutsuji-chan's character bento, and so she thought Yuzuriya can just take some of her food. But after being refused, she felt like people were making fun of her inability to cook.
No, that's different. We want you to promise that you'll take care of your own child's bento from now on, and that you'll stop harassing us in any way. I want it in writing. I don't want our daughters to keep fighting, so I'll say hi whenever I see you. But other than that, I don't want anything to do with you guys.
My wife, she's very lonely in this new city. I'll make sure she won't do this again. So, won't you be her friend?
What?
Yeah, you can teach her how to cook. Then this misunderstanding might go away.
Huh?
Moms fighting each other isn't a good influence on the children, so that's a very good idea.
What? This isn't about being good at cooking or not. You said earlier that you got tired of making bentos, right? Isn't that the cause of it all? And she started packing white rice for her bento and told her daughter to take food from others? And she treated me like a fool, saying she would sue me. You want me to be friends with someone like that? And you say she's to be pitied. What about Yuzuri-chan, who only had white rice for lunch? And what about Tsusuji, who was looking forward to her lunch, only to have some of it stolen? Why is everyone blaming me?
Come on, people, let's settle down. Sorry.
As far as your cooking abilities go, figure it out yourselves.
Sorry.
Here, I want it in writing. I'll say hello if I see you at the kindergarten, but nothing beyond that. Needless to say, I won't be teaching you how to cook. Why the hell would I learn from you? She was getting out of control, so the husbands took her to a different room. A few minutes later, she returned to the room. Her face was all messed up from crying.
Sorry.
Okay, sign these. I need both of your signatures. What? Is there a problem? No, nothing. Then they signed the written oath. I read it aloud to make sure they got the message. It didn't seem to settle well with the mom, but whatever. Although the teachers already told her this at kindergarten, they promised to teach the importance of respecting other people's property at home too. Later, our daughters made up, and today they play with each other just like they used to. They even swap bentos now. But...
Senpai, what a weirdo.
My husband shared my contact info with the other husband without my permission. And now, He won't stop sending me messages asking for our friendship. Those two. And my husband. Someone please deal with them. Maybe I'll go back to my parents' house for a while.
My name is Tokusa. I have a girlfriend named Karin. I'm just a normal office worker. Who is this? Is it Karin? I don't know this number. Is this Tokusa? I have your wife and daughter here with me. They were caught stealing. What was that? I'm single. Huh? But you're Tokusa who lives at 2XX in blah blah city, right? Yes, I am. Neither of them have any ID on them, but they gave me your name and address. Could you come down to the store to discuss this further? Okay. If they know my name and address, maybe there's someone I know? I called all my friends who I thought it could be, but it wasn't any of them.
Why are you in a suit?
I thought it wouldn't be appropriate to go in casual clothes. This had turned into an interesting situation, and so I headed to the store with my girlfriend. Please, come this way. Thanks. Who is this?
Darling, I'm so sorry. Papa, I'm sorry. It was just a sudden impulse. I'm sorry.
She's got to be mistaken.
But I knew you'd come pick us up. Let's hurry and go home.
Seriously, who is this chick?
Akane? What are you doing? You! I'm right, aren't I? You're Akane, right? If you start to make a scene here, the company will have to get involved, you know. Does your husband know about this?
You know her?
You know. She was at our New Year's party the other day. Then my uncle... So that's why. Well, what are you saying? This homewrecker! You're still hanging around my husband, aren't you? Totsuka is single, you know. When did you start having an affair with my husband? Please arrest her! Don't take my daddy!
Please, calm down. So you really don't know her? I really don't. It seems like there's more to this situation, so it might be a good idea to call the police. The police arrived shortly and arrested both of them. The police wanted to hear our side of the story, so we also went to the police station. Karin contacted her workplace about Akane and her daughter and got their contact information for the police. After a while, her husband came.
My wife and daughter were caught stealing? What a pain in the ass. Karin? And her boyfriend? What are you doing here?
Your wife was calling my boyfriend her husband. It's a nuisance.
I'm very sorry for the trouble you've experienced!
I'll be explaining what happened to the company.
Please, send my regards to the president, your uncle.
Okay, I'll be sure to pass it along.
I'm really sorry for how my wife and daughter behaved. I'll be in touch to apologize more formally.
Okay.
I would like to hear what's going on. Do you know these two?
That man is a client of my uncle's company, and she is his wife. My uncle's company is a laid-back, family-run business. A little while ago, we had a New Year's party. All the employees, their families, our clients, and their families, basically everyone who is involved in some way is invited. There, my uncle drunkenly said,
Everyone, there's someone I'd like you to meet. This is my niece's fiance, Tokusha. He's working hard in the sales department.
Well, I can't say no to that.
Uncle, you're drinking too much. And that's the whole story. He works with my uncle's company, so I think he knows my boyfriend.
I see. Do you know how they knew your boyfriend's name and address?
Maybe the guest list?
Oh, the one by the door?
To check who attended the party, everyone wrote their contact information. We were using it like a guest list. Once the party was started and everyone was busy, she was able to get a hold of my boyfriend's contact information.
The reason why she said I was her husband was...
Oh, Karin, it's unfair! Her boyfriend is going to be the next president. That would make her the president's wife! Plus, I didn't want my husband to find out. I thought it would be a good chance to bring Karin down a peg. If my husband finds out, he'll divorce me!
She said I was her husband to prevent her actual husband from finding out, and because she was jealous of Karin. Because of this, her husband was fired from the company, which was the reason he divorced his wife. He abandoned his daughter, who was in on the whole story. The store gave me this as an apology, so I guess that's that, but it is sure difficult being the future president.
My uncle has a son. Plus, he doesn't remember saying anything like that when he was drunk.
Huh? I said something like that? What? It looks like I'll have to work my way up from the bottom if I want to become president someday.
My name is Susuji. When my son was in preschool, I was friends with some other mothers whose children were in the same school. Yuzuriha and Akane. Our husbands were all friends, and on weekends our three families would often meet. One time, when I went to pick up my son... Sorry I'm late. Huh, Akane hasn't come yet either? Susuji, that's right, she hasn't. Tokusa will be by himself, so why don't we wait with him? That would be a big help. Susuji, Yuzuriha, have you heard anything from Akane lately? Huh? What? She hasn't contacted you about being late? I wonder what happened. Maybe she was in an accident. Oh, Akane! Akane? Ah! You dirty snake! You were laughing at me this whole time, weren't you, huh? No, it hurts. Stop. Wait, what? Let go! Go to hell, you whore! I'll kill you! Akane, please stop! What should we do?
What are you doing?
It's Akane's husband. Akane suddenly started fighting. We don't know what to do.
Got it. Leave this to me.
We're saved.
Stop! Don't hurt Yuzuriha.
My hero. Huh? I'll never forgive you two. You better be prepared for what happens. What is going on here? And so, while not understanding anything that was going on, we were asked by Yuzuriha and Akane to watch both of their children for the night.
I'm home. Huh? What happened?
I don't really know.
What?
Between all the screaming and crying kids, we couldn't get a wink of sleep. Let's be a good girl and go to bed, okay? The next day was a holiday, so my husband went to go see how Akane was doing.
They were in the middle of fighting.
Why did it come to this? Basically, Yuzuriha and Akane's husband were having an affair. That bitch! Akane found out, flew into a frenzy, and attacked Yuzuriha. That's kind of sad. Our families used to get along so well.
Yeah, I guess we won't be able to hang out like before anymore. I feel bad for the kids.
I'm happy I'm ugly.
Me too.
After that, Yuzuriha and Akane pulled their kids out of the preschool and moved away. They didn't say anything when they left, so I don't know where they went afterwards. Our son was really scared throughout this whole event and lost two good friends. He cried every day. When he went to elementary school, he made new friends, thankfully. But honestly, I was upset with Yuzuriha and Akane. This is a bit of a digression, but when my son was a high school student, he suddenly asked,
By the way, that thing that went down when I was in preschool, was that an affair?
and I was surprised. You remembered that?
When I was in middle school, we took a trip to the mountains, right? I remembered then. When I was little, before everything happened at the preschool, everyone went camping together, right? The river was filled with fish and everyone was looking at the river. For some reason, I just happened to turn around, and I happened to see them, standing behind everyone and kissing. I had forgotten that, but when I went to the mountains, I suddenly remembered, and I realized that they were probably having an affair.
Really? Is that so? I hope he doesn't remember all of my embarrassing moments and failures. I was reminded that children have a great memory.
About a year ago, we rented out a room in a restaurant to throw a New Year's party with about 20 people from our department. All right, everyone. Now that we're feeling tipsy, time to play a game of telephone. People on this row will be Team 1. This side will be Team 2. I was the first one in Team 2.
We're all too drunk to talk properly.
That's the fun of it, right? I'll give you a phrase to start with. Once you hear it, pass it down to the next person behind you. I'll be giving out different phrases for each team. I'll check the answers at the end. Give me an easy one, please. All right, don't miss an opportunity to learn. Time and tide wait for no man. That's too hard. No way people will remember this. They're all drunk already. The message reached the last person. Team 1 gave their answer.
To guard a tree stump waiting for rabbits.
You're right! That was pretty long, but they managed. I wonder what my team will do.
Takuso-san wears a nightcap when going to sleep.
Wait, my embarrassing secret! They got me good. This sucks! The answer was, don't miss an opportunity to learn. Time and tide wait for no man. Alright, moving on. And the game of telephone went on. Everyone's embarrassing secrets came out in the open from time to time.
Katsuda spends 1 hour every morning setting up his hair.
The party had a good feel overall, but at the end of the game, Yuzuriha, who was the last one in line, hesitated to give the answer.
Can I say this out loud?
What's the matter?
Just say it!
Okay, I will. Akane and Akamatsu from our department are having an affair.
At that moment, the atmosphere of the party changed. Akane, Akamatsu, and everyone else went quiet.
What are you talking about? That's ridiculous! Who said that anyways?
Yeah! You shouldn't joke about things like that. There's nothing going on between us, honest.
We know. Okay, I think it's about time we head out.
Yeah.
The party ended awkwardly. After that, there was something weird going on between Akane and Akamatsu, and it wasn't just between them. The weird atmosphere spread all over the workplace. Akane and Akamatsu are both married and have children. It's just a joke. Why are they taking it so seriously? So I thought. The next day, Akamatsu's wife came barging into the office.
You're the woman my husband is seeing!
What's your problem?
You seduced my husband! I have evidence! Here, everyone in the company should see this!
I looked at one of the pictures. It was a picture of Akamatsu and Akane committing adultery. So the thing that happened at the game of telephone? That was all true?
Those two were really seeing each other.
Hey, what's all this? Azami?
You! Explain yourself this instant!
Azami, it's not what you think. There's nothing going on between Yuzuriha and I. She's just a co-worker.
Yuzuriha? Who's that? I thought you were saying Akane!
Huh?
Hey, don't get me involved in all this. I have nothing to do with.
It's true. Yuzuriha and Akamatsu are seeing each other too. She started seeing him way before me.
Turns out Akamatsu was cheating on all three of them. His wife, Akane, and Yuzuriha.
It's your fault. He said he wanted to be with me. I'm the one he loves.
But why did you have to tell everyone at the New Year's party? When I heard about you and Akamatsu, I kept my mouth shut because I knew you had a family.
Cheating on your wife with 2 different women? Are you nuts? What did I do to deserve this?
And the three women kept going at it with Akamatsu on the sidelines. Needless to say, Akamatsu, Akane, and Yuzuriha got fired on the spot. The incident at the New Year's party was the work of Yuzuriha, who got jealous when she learned about Akane and Akamatsu. Akane didn't seem to care Akamatsu was seeing other women though. Akamatsu got sued for damages by his wife, as well as the women he was fooling around with.
I'm sorry!
Akane got sued for damages as well in her divorce. She paid compensation to Akamatsu's wife and her husband. Same with Yuzuriha. After the trial, Akamatsu also had to pay child support. So he had to get multiple jobs to make enough money. I hear he's struggling. I'm actually impressed that he had the balls to cheat on 3 different women in such a small workplace. But sometimes, things just don't go as planned. Just like a game of telephone. The other day, I went to my middle school class reunion. Oh, Akamatsu, Tachibana. It's been a while.
Hey, good to see.
Huh?
Who are you?
It's me, Tokusa.
What? Tokusa? Wow! I honestly didn't recognize you. You've turned into a completely different person in 10 years.
I don't blame them for being surprised. When I was in middle school, I was the shortest kid in class. And I had a baby face. I literally looked like a baby. But in high school, I hit my growth spurt. This guy, he graduated from the same college as me, but somehow got into a major company, Etra Real Estate.
Really? How much do you make a year?
Around dollars, I guess.
What?
That's not fair! I work as much as you do! You better buy me a drink next time!
He makes 3 times as much as me.
Hey, Takusa. It's been a while. Remember me?
Of course I do. Yeah.
He's so good looking now.
Yeah.
How can I forget? In middle school, I had a crush on Yuzuriha.
And then...
She was always smiling, and I was really attracted to her. I never thought she would even look at me. But
I'm short and a wimp? No way! Who cares if she says no? Tell her how you feel!
And so, I decided to ask her out. I told her to meet me at the back of the school after class.
What is it you want to tell me?
Why are those two with her? Azami and Akane tagged along, and they didn't leave. I had no choice, so I pulled myself together and...
I've always liked you! Please go out with me!
I told her how I felt in front of her friends. Then...
No way! He actually asked me out! That's hilarious!
What?
Takusa, you don't even have a full-length mirror at home?
I like older men. Well, not if they're short like you, though.
I can't believe you decided to ask her out looking like that.
I was shut down miserably. Even worse, they told others what happened, making things up on the way to make things funny. Is that him?
Stop it! You're mean! Man, shut up!
Don't listen to them. Everyone in school knew within days. They pointed their fingers behind my back, and everyone except for my friends made fun of me. Who could forget such humiliation? In fact, I'd like to forget about it completely if I could.
Takusa, I overheard you earlier. That's amazing that you make $100,000 at your age. You're single, right? Wait, were you saving yourself for me all this time? If you ask me the same thing now, I might just say yes.
What?
Yeah, you guys are perfect for each other. I'm sure your child will like him too.
What?
Uh,
Tsutsuji? What's the matter? Wait, she had a kid? She got pregnant and got married in high school, but she cheated on her husband within a year and got divorced. Then she got pregnant with a different guy, but he left her too.
Hey, what are you guys talking about? Hey, Takusa, let's go grab a drink afterwards. Just the two of us. You waited for me for 10 years. I'll make it worth your while.
That's enough! Get off of me!
What?
I still like you?
What's going on? It's Yuzuriha and Tokusa.
Give me a break! I'm getting married to Tsutsuji next month!
Takusa, wait!
Why the hell would I spend time with a mean-hearted person like you? Give me a break!
What? What?
Takusa, I told you not to tell people. I'm shy, and now everyone knows.
Sorry, Tsutsuji. So, about 6 months after Yuzuriha shut me down, people were still making fun of me. Rain. Great. Forgot my umbrella, too.
Takusa, you don't have an umbrella? You want to walk with me to the bus stop?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Thanks. Tsutsuji, who was in the same club as me, was different. She didn't make fun of me like the others. Being seen with her is pretty tough.
Look at the height difference of that couple.
No way. That's probably her little brother. There's no way someone would go out with someone like him. But the girl's pretty big, too. Takusa? Oh, wait, Takusa! You're gonna catch a cold!
I get it. You're making fun of me too, right? I envy you. You're all tall like models. I'm just a short kid.
Laugh if you want! I'm the stupid short kid who asked the girl out!
Why would I do that?
What?
Hey, your umbrella!
They call me names too, like useless tree and she-male.
Tsutsuji, you're a man, aren't you? There's no way a girl can be tall and muscular like you!
Hey, stop saying that!
Takusa, you never make fun of others for how they look. You're the only one that says I look like a model. What's important is the inside. You're earnest, you work hard, and you're nice. I really like that about you. You don't need to put yourself down like that. A lot of people know what a great person you really are, Takusa.
Tsutsuji, I was saved by her words. And so I asked her out on graduation day.
Please go out with me.
Okay.
Ah!
Don't push yourself too hard.
After we started dating, I studied hard and worked hard for her, pushing myself to the limits. Everything I have today, it's all because of Tsutsuji.
What's your problem? I'm saying I'll go out with you if you want. What do you like about that useless tree anyways?
Yeah.
Shut up! There's no one better for me than Tsutsuji! I'm ashamed of myself that I liked you even for a second!
Takusa, that's enough. Please stop.
Hey, hey, hey! What did you say? Tokusa, why didn't you tell me, man? If our friend is getting married, we have to celebrate, don't we? Everyone, we'll be throwing a celebration for Tokusa and Tsutsuji at the after party. Sounds good.
I got some interesting stories about them I'll share with you all.
Stop it, Kuroki! All right then, let's get going.
Wait! I said wait!
People who can't be happy for them aren't welcome. Sorry. Later, most of my classmates apologized to me at the after party about what happened in middle school.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. It was an awful thing to do. Sorry.
It's okay, guys. But did you see how she changed her attitude all of a sudden? She used to make fun of you so much. It was an awesome way to get back at her, man.
Did you see the look on her face?
Ouch! I wasn't planning on it, but today, I realized how fortunate I was to have met Tsutsuji. Tokusa, why are you crying? God, thank you so much. There is no one better for me than Tsutsuji. Ever since I can remember, I've always been feeling under the weather. This continued until I was 20 years old. Feeling dull again. But I found out the cause of it all in my sophomore year in college. The main symptom was feeling weak all over, especially the organs. And I got nausea after eating. We thought it was something related to the stomach. So I took all sorts of tests in the years leading up to middle school. But there's nothing wrong with your stomach. They couldn't find anything. In fact, your stomach might be too healthy. Perhaps it's releasing too much stomach acid and you're just feeling sick from that. Even if that's the case, what's the weakness coming from? I'm not sure. It may be something psychogenic. Perhaps you should try seeing a psychiatrist. We went to many different hospitals, but that was usually the final verdict. And the psychiatrist I saw asked me useless questions like,
Is something on your mind? Maybe you don't want to go to school. Huh?
not at all. Rather, I want to get better and enjoy my school life more. They prescribed medicine that would make me feel better, but... Mom, I don't want to take these. I mean, the only thing that's bothering me is this mysterious illness, honestly.
But Katsura, all the doctors said it had to be something psychological. Who knows? Maybe the medicine will work. Let's just give it a try, okay?
So I took the pills like they said for 3 months, but it didn't do anything. Later, I was puking up the pills when my parents weren't looking. In high school, I had really good teachers and school nurses. If you're not feeling well at all, you go see the school nurse immediately, okay? I'll let the other teachers know about your condition. Thank you.
Katsura, don't push yourself too hard, okay?
Okay. I still felt dull, but I was able to get by. I studied at my own pace and managed to get into college. I decided to move out of my house to live on my own in my first year of college. Katsura, where do you want the rice cooker? On the kitchen shelf, please. Honestly, I feel sorry for Mom every time I felt ill. Maybe I'll feel more relaxed if I'm by myself. But after 1 week of living on my own, I was nowhere near relaxed. Rather, my symptoms got worse. This sucks. Why me? I couldn't join any clubs due to my illness. I was either staring at the ceiling in my house or trying hard not to throw up in a lecture. The college life full of excitement was a dream within a dream. Somehow I managed to finish my first year. Then, right after I became a sophomore... What's this? Mysterious hives started to break out. It increased in numbers by the day. Wow! It's all over my stomach now! Ah!
What the hell is this? I can't take it. Why can't I just be healthy? Ah!
I've never had hives before. Maybe if I go see a doctor, they might be able to find something. And so I rushed to the hospital.
Mr. Katsuda, we now know what's been causing all this.
What? And so the name of my illness was revealed. What's my illness?
You are allergic to rice.
Rice? Yep. The cause of it all was rice. Once I started living on my own, I often ate rice porridge when I felt ill. At least I can eat this. Turns out I was only hurting myself even further. Everything else made sense too.
Mom, I feel sick.
My mom cooked healthy Japanese food for me almost every day because I felt ill.
Just eat what you can, okay?
Okay.
Needless to say, rice was always on the table. I also remembered what I heard from my mom years before.
You've been like this since you were a baby. You would throw up after breastfeeding and cried for hours afterward.
Now that I think about it, it might have been an allergic reaction from drinking breast milk coming from a mother who was eating rice. After learning the truth, why didn't anyone notice for 20 years? I was filled with rage. But then I thought about the hardships my mother went through. I couldn't stay angry. I could never tell her. I swore to myself I would never tell my parents about this. Later, after I stopped eating rice altogether, I became really healthy. Being healthy is awesome. Pork and taro miso soup. Yummy. Goodbye to being sick like hell. Goodbye, white rice. Health wasn't the only thing I received after I stopped eating rice.
Katsuda, you're feeling better, right? Want a bigger bowl of rice?
No thanks. I've been eating porridge almost every day since I started living on my own. Oh, that rating show is on tonight. Let's watch this.
We only air this during New Year's, right?
Sitting at the table,
think
smiling
it's A.
with your family. I think it's B.
I think it's A too.
I now realize how amazing that is. My wife is quite the looker. With good fashion sense and that cute face, I felt pretty lucky to have her, but she caused me a great deal of trouble. Back when we were still dating.
Work is too busy for us to live together.
Right. This continued on, and we didn't see each other all that often. I don't want another guy to steal you away. We don't have to live with each other yet, but let's get married now, I said out of nowhere. What I didn't know then was that this was all part of her plan. 1 year after marriage, my wife was still busy every day, and we hardly ever saw each other. Akane? Tokusa? It wasn't my wife calling, but my friend, Tokusa. Hi, what's up, Tokusa? Kuroki, what do you mean, what's up? Huh? You could have said something. Anyway, congratulations. Huh? What are you talking about? You're going to be a father, right? Huh? I just happened to see Akane leaving the maternity clinic with her parents. She was lovingly rubbing her stomach, and her parents were smiling happily. So, Tokusa, I haven't slept with my wife for over a year. What? Cheating confirmed. Worried about me, Tokusa came to my place that night. That's enough, Kuroki. I know you're deeply in love with her, but what are you going to do about this?
Divorce her! I'll never forgive her and the guy she cheated on me with! I'll get my revenge!
Okay, I'll help you. At that time, I felt like I understood the saying that even the hottest love can go cold, as my love for Akane went out the window. To begin with, I made a deal with Tokusa. I'd pay him to follow Akane and get any proof he could find. And he found a mountain of it. Just 3 days in, he found her lover's name, address, and workplace. After this, I hired a professional investigator, but that's where things got weird.
I've been watching her for a week, but she doesn't seem to be hiding the fact that she's cheating at all. I think you should go down to the city office and look into your marriage status.
Huh?
Her parents.
Akane is pregnant and getting married.
Wow, that's great. Wasn't she already married?
I never liked that last guy. I'm glad she dumped him.
Said that.
That's...
I had a case like this once before.
I then went to City Hall.
What the hell is this?
Just like the investigator predicted, We divorced. I've been divorced for 6 months without knowing. I couldn't deal with it all, so Tokusa found a lawyer for me. There you go, Kuroki. The lawyer got all the necessary documents together and summoned all those involved to discuss. Then, on the day, thank you all for coming today. As you can see on the document, the divorce was done without Kuroki's knowledge.
This bastard hits my daughter, and now he drags us here?
Do you have any idea how much pain you caused her?
This woman. She's got everyone wrapped around her finger. I'm sorry, but what's going on here? Let's just wait a minute, everyone. Kuroki, have you ever hit your wife? Never. It's a flat out.
You bastard! You have no idea what you put her through!
Please calm down and remember why we are here today. Akane, what do you have to say?
Akane, tell them everything!
That's right. Tell them how hard you had it after getting married.
That's a bit strange. Since getting married, we never saw each other.
Huh? That's crap! Show us the proof!
Here's your proof. He could never meet her, so we mostly hung out together on our days off. Here are the pictures on my blog. Poor guy. The real liar here is Akane.
Enough! Why are you getting in the way of my happiness? It was going so well up until now. I only married you because it was good money. Do you know how much you've hurt me here? So it's only right that you pay for the settlement and child support.
Akane, would you like to explain yourself? She'd actually married her lover before we got me. Then 6 months after marrying me, she submitted the divorce papers. She then quickly got pregnant with the other guy. And since any child conceived within 300 days after that would be considered mine, she just had to wait out a year and she would get child support. Finally, she would marry the other guy and live a happy life. That was her plan. What kind of monster did you marry? After discussion with the lover, he signed to the fact that the child was his and not mine. Akane continued to complain till the very end, but both parties ended up paying me reparations, and Akane and her family were forbidden to contact me. The lover's family comes to pass along updates on the situation each month.
I'm so sorry for the actions of my idiot son!
I was lucky this time because Akane lost her cool and revealed everything, but I still wonder what would have happened if I had never found out. Also, forget about her. Let's go out and find someone new. I think I'll wait a while. Marriage is not something you should rush.
I'm Sasuji. This is a story from a couple years ago. Huh? Have you seen the stack of New Year's cards that were by the TV?
No, I haven't seen them.
I must have thrown them out with the pile of old newspapers that were next to them.
All of them?
Just about 30 of them that I had separated out. I'm sorry.
If it was only 30, that's not much of a problem.
At that time, I thought it was just me being careless. New Year's Day.
Yay! Lots of cards this year. This one is from Katsura, and this one is from Yuzuriha.
That's great.
What does this one say?
Let's play together again, Kuroki.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I noticed something on the card my son got from one of his kindergarten friends. Wait! This card's from Yuzuriha. Are these the numbers that won this year's card lottery? These are the numbers that we just saw on TV.
What? Really?
Second place!
Really?
When we checked in the newspaper, oops, the third number from the bottom was different. That night.
What?
What's wrong? You scared me.
Look at this!
Huh?
This one is a winner! Second place!
Seriously? One of the leftover cards we had actually had the numbers for the second place lottery! Our dream actually came true! Yay! While we were celebrating, I noticed something. Huh? Take a look at this. The card we got from Yuzuriha and one of our leftover cards. Only the last number is different.
You're right.
This, my son, Kuroki, and Yuzuriha have only recently become friends, and she came to our house with her mother to play just the other day. Excuse us.
Kuroki!
Right around the time I lost a stack of New Year's cards.
You're probably just overthinking it. Yuzuriha's mom probably just bought them from the same post office as you did.
Their home isn't close. Another 3 stops along the train line.
There's no doubt. This is one of the cards I bought. The missing cards from on TV were actually stolen by Yuzuria's mother. Of this, I was pretty certain. But both kids were about to finish kindergarten, and Yuzuria was going to a different primary school. So it wouldn't be too long before we lost contact anyway. We're almost finished. I know. Hey, Suzuki. Yeah. So I just decided to bite my tongue and not confront Yuzuria's mother about the missing cards. But no, that's not right at all. She's definitely a thief. Why are you holding back and not saying anything? You're the victim here.
You're too loud. This is Karin, another mother from the preschool.
Do you want me to talk to her instead?
No, it's not worth getting worked up about. I'd forgotten that Karin was the type to say anything that's on her mind. I didn't really plan on talking to her about it. It just kind of slipped out. She's probably not the best to get advice from.
You didn't plan on telling me that, did you? It just slipped out, right? I knew it. You're not the type to complain about things. But the fact that it slipped out like that is proof that it's actually really bothering you, right? If you were going to get worked up about it, you might as well get it over with. Yeah. The next day, you stole Sasuji's New Year's cards, didn't you? What? You knew?
Huh?
What? It was just that I was short a few cards, and I figured if you were leaving them there, you didn't need them, and I would take them off your hands for you.
Of course we still wanted them! I looked everywhere for them.
Really? Sorry. Here, what do they cost? About $15 should cover it, right? There you go. Everything's even. Everyone's friends again.
I suppose he figured out who did it and got the money back. But still,
nothing is even. You're a thief! A thief? Over such a small thing? Simply giving back the money is not the point. Tsuji let you into her house, and you repaid her trust with theft, even if Tsuji is a bit careless. You betrayed her trust, and that came as a big shock. That's why a half-hearted apology and some money meant nothing.
That's right. You hurt me.
Huh? So what do you expect me to do? It's simple, right, Tsuji?
Thank you, Karin. That's right. What I really wanted to say to her was, you are scum. You're a strain on my mental health. Never talk to me again and get out of my sight. That is all. Come on, Karin. Let's go get the kids. I feel like a great weight has been lifted off me. Just like you said. I'm glad I confronted her. Thank you for the advice, Karin.
Tsuji.
Yeah?
I think that was a bit much.
What? But I thought you told me to let her have it.
I never thought you'd take it quite so far.
Was it that bad? Never tell anyone about this, okay? I'm begging you. To this day, Karin remains one of my best friends that I can talk with about anything.